Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I was listening to Atlantic Star, and this is my first time actually going live. It's a success. I've been trying to get Zoom and Facebook connected, but it's been hard. However, listening to Atlantic Star, um, this is not my music. You know, the credits go to them. Just a little bit of if my heart wasn't in it. A lot of people are experiencing, hardships because of relationships. But one of the things that we're not thinking about is why we're going through the hardship. Is it something that we need to strengthen within ourselves? And that's usually where, I've taught shadow classes, and the people in my classes find that they were weak in an area that maybe their partner helped them to strengthen in. So if you've stopped talking, sometimes you got somebody that is just not going to cooperate talking. It's always going to be a hostile situation. That means that you got to make some decisions for yourself. When you've been in a relationship that is under control, that means that the individuals that are controlling it or that you allow to control have fear issues. And they might be some of the most powerful people in areas of their life, but they may not have mastered relationships. So if your heart isn't in it, why can't they tell you so? A lot of people are saying, why didn't you just tell me? You didn't tell me because you didn't know how to make the decision. I'm going to make the decision for myself. That's not being overbearing, but this is life. You know what I'm saying? And mature people do not play with life. We have extremes in life. That means that there are people that have anger issues. With anger issues, you come into situations where people hurt others. And we're trying to get to a place where we're overcoming hurt and pain. That means that someone rational has to make the decision. So, who is the one in your relationship that's going to make the rational decision to see that, I'm not with this anymore? I want peace. When you get it together, then we can talk. If you're on that silent trip, be silent by yourself. I'm living life and I'm going there. I'm going to be happy. You see, this could be the area that you may need to address concerning your own weaknesses. And yes, people do not look at, do I have strengths? Do I have weaknesses? In life, we look at 5 to 9, make that money, go to work and everything. And your professions could suffer because you're not manning up in those areas that you're weak in. So, what is your weakness? Give me a shout out. My email address is ifwbuilders at gmail.com. We have a forum called Interfaith Wealth Builders, and you can go to www.wealthyliving.org to be a part. Business events are coming up. Of course, they're going to be on Zoom because we want to make sure that we are in the restrictions or respecting COVID. A lot of people have lost loved ones. My father passed. We have family members that have, so we want to respect COVID. And so if you're in a relationship where you can't really get an understanding on what's going on, make the decision for yourself. And remember that, we're energy. We are energetic beings, and that means that whatever we do, the energy that we derive from is what makes the best decision to change our life. You might be in a life altering situation, and the relationship really could be in an adjustment because people that are controlling, what they want to do is keep things the way that they see it. You know what I'm saying? The way that you see it as a controlling person is not the way that I see it. So we have to come into an understanding with ourselves. If you don't, then you go against your own self. That's like when people are talking about sin, that's where sin is, when you're not true to yourself. So some of the heartache and pain, people are asking for peace. You don't have peace because you're not honoring yourself. This is the truth. Love yourself, not selfishly, but love yourself enough to know that something isn't working and something needs to change. If that person is not speaking, there's been silence. If they're going out on your relationship, whatever a person shows you is who they are. Now, who are we to say you're not that? Because sometimes we see greater in them, but if they haven't seen the greater in them, then there's nothing that we can do for them but give them love. Even love that is constructive. That's just love, like love that when you discipline your children, right? You love them, but you want them to make the right decisions. So if their heart isn't in it and you giving it, it's time for you to make some choices. It doesn't say that you don't love them. It just says that you love yourself enough where you're not going to put up with unpeaceful, chaotic situations. So email me anything you want to talk about. You can get in on our forums on Zoom, and I am on Patreon as well. And so go to www.wealthyliving.org and become a part. If you have business or friends that have businesses, you want to get in on the networking ventures. Be blessed.